Under caution at Richmond, as always, a very busy weekend of motorsports on the ESPN networks. The O'Reilly NHRA Midwest drag racing event qualifying tomorrow at 6 Eastern Time. NHRA Race Day presented by Lucas Oil, 11 a.m. Eastern Time Sunday. Then the final Sunday, 7 Eastern Time, that on ESPN2. Tomorrow, Richmond pre-race edition of NASCAR Now presented by 5 Hour Energy, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All the stories to get you set for the 400-lap Cup grind. And then our Monday Night Roundtable, 5 Eastern Time, to wrap up everything that happens here at Richmond. That's what's upcoming where motorsports are concerned on the ESPN family of networks. I hope we don't have a long night upcoming because we've already had 2 caution flags in the opening 15 laps of this race. On board Justin Allgaier's car.
You see Justin looking up front there, and you can see the number 11 just gets into the back of Mr. McClure and sends him for a ride. And I don't think Mr. McClure was too happy with Mr. Lagasse after that round of bumping there. You see, he goes up and says, "Hey, man, give me a ride back to the pit area."
I don't think that's what he was saying.
I don't think so either.
We talked about tempers, didn't we?
Yeah, it is. And it's so frustrating. Only 15 laps into the race. You know, it's a long race. So, I mean, you know, certainly that's what gets you so frustrated. 15 laps into the race,
right.
You're out. You know, it's a long night. You know, pace yourself a little bit. But he may have got loose and come off the gas. We don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Former Nationwide Series champ Greg Biffle joining us in the pit studio throughout our coverage tonight. And we'll get his insights as the night goes along. The insight on that is not too good.
I'm telling you, boys, you got to use that bumper here at Richmond if you're going to advance your position. It's going to get a little tedious as we go on forward here, I'm telling you.
I was just wondering, through your short track racing career, sometimes you have a night that's wilder than others, and you look up and there's a full moon.
Yes.
I looked it up. It's not tonight.
Good. It's not, is it tomorrow night?
Yeah. No, it's not tomorrow
Okay,
night.
thank you.
Now, next week at Darlington, there is the full moon.
Okay.
For the Cup race at Darlington next Saturday night. I don't know what that's going to be like, but no full moon for tonight's race, but we'll see 2 cautions already. Jamie's got one of the drivers who's out of his car already.
Well, 2 spins already in tonight's race. Justin, what happened to bring you guys to the garage?
Well, unfortunately, we're not sure what happened in front of us, but spotter was calling, go whatever way you can to get out of it, and just wasn't anywhere to go. And unfortunately, I don't know if we got tagged from behind or just got tagged from the side, but somebody brought us right into the middle of the wreck there. So it's unfortunate. We had Star Trek on the car for Verizon this weekend, and just we needed to get out of here with some points. We not had a good last week, and just really unfortunate for all these guys. They worked really hard.
Any chance you'll get back in?
We're going to definitely try to work on it, but there's quite a bit of damage, so we'll see what happens.
Definitely have to salvage some points, Doc.
Justin Allgaier coming off a 32nd place finish last week at Talladega. Remember, he came in here as the leader in the Rookie of the Year standings by just 4 points over Brendan Gaughan. Now he's behind the wall. Here is Scott Lagasse. Let's listen to what they said about on the radios about what happened a moment ago.
That was the first time he got to run a nice corner, and you ran up on him so fast, and then he got loose on you there. So get your composure back.
Might explain what they're talking about first time. This is a backup car.
Yeah, this is a backup car. In practice, he completely destroyed his car, hit some oil from another car, head on the wall. Hasn't had hardly any time with this car, but it sounds like it was running really good, and just Eric McClure just got loose, and Scott just couldn't get out of the throttle quick enough and got in the back of him, and it's just short track racing, guys. Tight quarters out here.
Scott coming off a career best 8th place finish at Talladega last week. Mike Bliss has been coming here since 2003. These are the first laps he has ever led at Richmond, and he has got 1 quick race car. Kevin Harvick diving down on the inside to make it almost 3 wide, coming up off 2. Now he pulls back up, trying to get some positions. Here goes Kevin inside of Carl Edwards.
Man, these guys, you just got to get some laps under their belt, Andy. I mean, they've had no practice at night. Like we said earlier, this has been all a daytime deal. They don't know what these cars are going to drive like. They just need some extended laps right now.
Yeah, we're looking right back at Kevin Harvick's car. He was the fastest car in that practice session, and so we feel like he does have a car that's capable of going up to the front.
And we all know this 33 car has been strong all year long. Was on the pole last week at Talladega with Ryan Newman behind the wheel. Been finishing good every single week. And it's going to be a big night for Kevin, hopefully, because, man, he wants to win here bad. He's done it before, Jerry.
He certainly has. A 4-time winner for Kevin Harvick. By the way, as you mentioned, he is the owner's points leader now. That KHI car by 22 points over the 18 car of Joe Gibbs Racing. So he's got a lot at stake. Now, Eric McClure just released from the Infield Care Center, and Dave Burns is with him.
And Doc, you walked out under his own power. I assume you're okay, but you're not okay with Mr. Lagasse right now.
No, it's a little disappointing. Our hefty Ford was really good all day. We had to stop for a wreck earlier in the race and lost a lot of track position, and looks like we just got run over from the back, and it's pretty much put us in a hurting for the rest of the evening. So kind of disappointing. It seems like the short track racing you'll have that, but awful early in the day to be pushing the car in front of you. So hopefully we can get it back out there, but it's going to hurt us in the points.
That's a story from Eric McClure. Doc.
Thanks, Dave. Glad he's okay. Tough night for that team out of Tennessee. Now here's the 33 car trying to move in on the 5 of Martin for 5th position.
Now, he's been working on Mark Martin pretty hard right here for a few corners, and now you see this is typical Mark Martin. He says, okay, you're a little faster than me right now. I'm going to let you go. But if I come up on you later in the race, I want the same favor.
That's a great point, Andy, because you can run side by side, run real slow around this place. If Mark just tucks underneath him like he just did, they can run a lot faster behind each other.
Here comes a 29 car of Jeff Burton. Remember, he started back in 33rd. He is now in the top 20. In fact, making that pass will put him in 18th position.
Well, Jerry, take a look at Peyton Sellers right in front of him, this 77 car. This kid won a lot of short track races. In fact, Andy won the All-Star Challenge out in Irwindale, California. A bunch of some really good drivers out there. He's had a good run tonight so far.